Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. One of the strengths and beauties of the Southerners, especially in the Igbos, the Southerners in general, in the Igbo particular, is the fact that they are known to travel far and wide, and they're also known to be quite friendly and creative, and also occupy places and develop any place they find themselves in. But right now, Southerners are beginning to call out to their governors, call out their politicians, call out to their prominent persons, and are telling them to watch out what the Southerners are doing in the north, and they should ensure that this is reciprocated or stop at the nick of time. But before we go to the news proper to find out what it is they're asking for, we'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. All right, a Kano-based scholar, Dr. Abdullah Lahi Gardon Kaya, on Tuesday raised concern over high-brow residential areas occupied exclusively by Igbos in the state. He noted that such allowance creates a vacuum for disunity between the Igbos and their hosts. Talk about the kettle calling the pot black. Let's continue. In a video obtained and translated by Arewa, the scholar noted that the community exclusively occupied by the Igbos is located in Zugere Road behind Kano Airport. He said they have their massive gates, security, and other facilities that prevent other people, especially indigenes, from accessing it. Government should not allow such to be happening when we can't go to Onitsha, Aba, or Enugu and create an exclusive place for northerners or Muslims like that. Dr. Abdullahi called on the state government to promote policies that will harmonize the Hausas and Igbos in the area and bring about peaceful coexistence. The one that was not harmonized, we've not been able to come out of it fully. But let's continue. We should not have such exclusive places. Government should ensure there are mosques there, and Kano indigenes should be given access to build houses to in such highbrow areas, he said. Guidance and example for remote development, protect against sophisticated threat with such. This is very serious. So also a political commentator and secretary Arewa Youth Council AYC Bello Shehu said it's dangerous, especially with some ethnic groups are clamoring for separation from the rest of the country to now allow one tribe to exclusively occupy a highbrow area. Even though Arewa people are denied such privileges of owning business premises and estates in Igbo land, we need to mix up to promote national unity, tolerance, and brotherhood. That way we can appreciate each other more and live peacefully together. Also, a security analyst who would not like to be mentioned states that let those from Kano be allowed to buy land and build houses there. Allowing this to continue will create another Igbo land within Kano, and this is not good for security reasons. Otherwise, anything can happen, especially with IPOB's agitations by Nnamdi Kano for Biafra Republic and other secessionist groups. Once there is a crisis, for example, such place can become a direct target, but with the coexistence, it will be difficult to target one tribe. They said, well, there's some sense they made somewhere here and there, like that issue of direct target. If you now want to pick on the Ndibos, you can easily just go to that area. No, this area is for the Ndibos, but there's something they mentioned. Let's look at this objectively. They said something that can they not be allowed to build such exclusive, such wonderful edifices in Hybro area? Yes, in the north, in the southern part of Nigeria. Yes, go to Banana Island. If you have the money, go and buy the land. If you have the money, go to any estate in Lagos. Go to any estate in Bodija, Ibadan. Go to any estate you like in the southern part of Nigeria. If your money can afford it, buy it. If you meet the criteria, by all means. Now, he said something about that there's no place that's exclusive for the north. I beg to differ. There's no place in the southern Nigeria that you don't see the northerners clustering in a place. The Sabo, you will hear Amausa, All those places you keep hearing, places in, just put your ears down. If you go to any southern state, you keep hearing Ile Hausa, Amausa, Ilero, and all those Sabongari, and all those places. Check very well. It is a cluster for the northerners. Now, why he's getting all worked up and all angry that it is now a hybrid area. Initially, before the Nibos got that place and turned it to a hybrid area, it was never a hybrid area. It was just a plain land. But because they wanted rest, they wanted peace of mind, and they don't want everyday inter-ethnic clashes, they decided to buy the land together and build edifices and pay for security of their property and their lives. If they will have decided that the community or the state is not going to give them the security, but they decide to buy their security or have informative security, it is a choice of which any area can actually afford it or want it if they can afford it. If you want your place to be highbrow or you want your area to be highbrow, it's just to fix it up. But the question is, will the money be available? Will the people be willing to pay the kind of money the Southerners will be willing to pay just to get good security? Now you're getting all worked up simply because their area is highbrow, because they made up their mind that they want something good. These guys have traveled far and wide, so they can tell you good taste when they see it. If there's been no inter-ethnic clashes, I don't think anybody would like to stay in clusters. But because of inter-ethnic, Nigeria is so divided right now that it's best to stay with your brothers, your ethnic brothers, and all that, so that you don't become, like he rightly said, a soft target. Now he's saying that why is it allowed in Onitsha? Yes, it's allowed, but some of this Ama Hausa and all this Ile Hausa, Ileran is always very dirty. Because the typical thing they usually will do is just be something that tomorrow they can just leave it and go. But in an Igbo man, a Yoruba man, will have the mind, if he sees the place is profiting, is good for his business, he will build a permanent structure that him and his family can stay, knowing fully well that there's profitability in that area he's staying. But that may not be said about some other groups, because they feel, anytime, any moment, this is not my fatherland. Don't let me overdevelop it so that I can always develop my home. So whenever they finish, if they feel that the place is not conducive, they go. But tomorrow, you now see somebody who comes to your land, likes the place because the place is profiting to him, and decides to be something beautiful for his comfort, and you're all worked up and you're all angry. It shouldn't be. It's a choice. And you too can do the same in Banana Island. You can do the same in VGC. You can do the same in Ikoyi, in Lekki. It's all your choice. And look around you properly. Your brothers are actually occupying some places in those areas. Let's remove the ethnic glasses you're wearing. We can just realize that we are actually one. It's just about taste. That's where we're going to wrap it up. Let's meet in the comment section. What's your take with what these guys are saying, that they shouldn't be giving Debo the exclusive right to occupy? I don't think it was actually giving them. They weren't given exclusive right. It was a case of their Benjamin.